Welcome to Terrifying Tales, your gateway to the unknown. We explore the eerie mysteries that send shivers down your spine. Today we journey to an abandoned amusement park. What was once alive with laughter and thrill now stands silent, whispering tales of ghostly apparitions and phantom rides. If you're intrigued by the macabre and thrilled by terror, you're in the right place. As the moon rises over the deserted park, we prepare for a journey into the supernatural. Are you ready to uncover the chilling secrets of this ghostly amusement park? Then let's dive into the shadows as darkness falls. Welcome, brave souls, to a journey into the unknown. We arrive at an abandoned amusement park, its colours faded and chipped. Silence echoes as we tread on the gravel path, laughter and joy replaced by the whispers of the wind. The smell of decay overpowers the once scent of popcorn and candy floss. The once lively lanes now lie desolate. The moon's shadows add an ominous feel, making the park an eerie sight. This isn't a playground anymore, it's a sight for the unseen. As we explore, an eerie hush descends and the darkness grows. A morbid curiosity pulls us deeper into the park's secrets. Are you ready for chilling tales? The ghostly carousel, phantom roller coaster, the haunted house filled with invisible laughter? Gather your courage as we approach our first spectral marvel, the ghostly carousel. The amusement park, once a haven of laughter and merriment, now stood shrouded in an oppressive silence that drowned all joy. A silence not of tranquility but a hushed anticipation, the kind that bore the imprint of an otherworldly presence, holding its breath in morbid expectancy for the cloak of darkness. The once lively park was now a macabre canvas, exhibiting an eerie spectacle of neglect and decay. The once vibrant attractions were now grotesque caricatures of joy, their colours faded and peeling, replaced by an ominous gloom that clung like a malignant spectre. The Ferris wheel, previously alive with the delighted screams of children and the shared smiles of parents, now loomed against the indifferent sky, its skeletal infrastructure a grim mockery of its former days. The funhouse mirrors, once a source of innocent joy, now reflected only the mournful spectre of the desolate park structures. However, the most unsettling feature was the spectral carousel, sitting ominously at the heart of the park. It stood deathly still, a chilling monument of forgotten joy. Its once lively painted horses were now spectral figures, their once sparkling eyes staring vacantly into the abyss, mirroring the soulless atmosphere of the abandoned park. As darkness fell over the forsaken amusement park, a terror of unimaginable scale unfolded. The carousel, defying the laws of nature and time, would inexplicably come to life. Its spectral horses moved in a spectral dance that was not an invitation to joy, but a summons to an unnameable fear. The once joyful music now echoed desolately across the park, a haunting serenade that sang of lost happiness and stolen innocence. In the deadly silence, the phantom laughter of children echoed from time forgotten, a chilling sound weaving through the cold night air. It was a horrifying tribute to the laughter that once filled the park, tormenting those foolish or daring enough to venture too close. Adding to the dread were the reports of inexplicable electrical surges. The carousel's flickering lights cast ghostly shadows that danced and contorted under the cold moonlight, staging a spectral performance that intensified the park's paranormal aura. The park was rife with whispers of spectral figures seen riding the carousel. These phantasmal figures, trapped in a temporal loop, were engaged in a ghostly revel, their eerie laughter joining the unsettling symphony of the park, adding to the already suffocating dread. These transparent forms, forced into an eternal cycle of spectral merriment, amplified the park's chilling atmosphere. The sight of these apparitions trapped in a ceaseless ghostly carnival painted a terrifying picture. The despair and melancholy were almost tangible, seeping from every nook, everything in a haunting shadow, turning the park into a realm forsaken by the living and dominated by the dead. Over the years, tales of the haunted carousel and ghostly apparitions have transformed the amusement park into a chilling hotspot for supernatural activity. Its haunted legacy passed down through generations, each narrative adding a deeper layer of horror to its legend. The spectral carousel remains, a grim reminder of the park's past, haunted by phantoms in a perpetual loop. A chilling testament to the park's joy lost to time, a symbol of a past that echoes in the present. Its spectral music, the eerie laughter, the ghostly figures all serve as a constant horrifying reminder of its haunted history. Its spectral dance, a chilling echo of its former glory. An eternal reminder of a joyous past now trapped in a spectral dance of horror, forever haunted by its phantom riders. When darkness falls, the silent whispers of the vanished roller coaster intensify, forming a chilling symphony of spectral screams. Deep within the haunted trails of the forgotten amusement park, the ghostly shadow of an enormous steel dragon once claimed the horizon. This was no ordinary thrill ride, but a sinister roller coaster steeped in a horrifying, spine-chilling past, a blood-curdling tale that sucked the light out of the once laughter-filled world it inhabited. The roller coaster was no longer a beacon of elation and thrill, but a grim remnant that summoned onlookers from every corner. The steel demon, once the pulsating heart of the park, had turned into its ghostly spirit, where fear lingered and screams echoed with dread. The spectral dragon was more than a mere ride. It was a bone-chilling spectacle with audacious loops, precipitous drops, and an unmatched deadly speed. It was a terrifying shadow among the other attractions, standing ominously tall in its grotesque grandeur. Daily, lines of eager, thrill-seeking individuals would assemble around the ride, each waiting for their turn to court death, to experience the fright of their lives. The roller coaster was a beastly sight to behold, not just for its monstrous size, but for its menacing design. The dragon, an emblem of power and dominance in the realm of myth, was brought to life, terrifying high-speed twists and turns, making for a ride that was as exciting as it was nightmare-inducing. Then, on one dread-filled day, the roller coaster, this once symbol of joy and thrill, morphed into a harbinger of death and horror. A fatal malfunction tainted the history of this already sinister ride, turning ecstatic screams into blood-curdling shrieks of terror. The laughter that once echoed across the park was replaced by an unnerving silence, and merriment dissolved into a dreadful scene of panic and horror. Now the roller coaster is but a phantom, the land where it once stood barren and foreboding. The once gigantic steel dragon is no more, its daunting silhouette no longer looming over the park. Yet its spectral presence lingers, chilling the air as darkness engulfs the land. Late into the twilight, ghostly are seen drifting along the forgotten path of the vanished tracks. The air grows thick with dread, and a chill of terror grips anyone who dares enter the Phantom Coaster's cursed grounds. The phantom screams, a dreadful echo in the oppressive silence, send icy shivers through any brave enough to tread where the tracks once lay. The Phantom roller coaster is not just a haunting tale spun by locals, it's a tangible terror, a chilling testament of a joyride turned nightmare. It's a daunting memory, a spectral entity that serves as a grim reminder of the thin line between thrill and mortal danger. The Phantom roller coaster rides on, an ominous testament to its dark, cursed past. Within the forbidding walls of the House of Horrors, the boundary between the tangible and the spectral disintegrates. This isn't an ordinary chamber of chills, my dear listeners. This maze of dread, this tangible incarnation of horror, has become a vortex for the paranormal. Yet it didn't burst forth from the realms of darkness as such. When the House of Horrors first creaked open its sinister, cobweb-laden doors, it was but a mere Halloween sideshow. A playground for those who sought adrenaline, to experience the contrived horrors intended to make the gooseflesh rise on their skin and their heartbeats thunder in their ears. The house was conceived and built with devilish precision, from each groaning stair to every corner. Every chamber held its unique terror, each an entryway into a fresh nightmare. Sinister audio spectres pervaded the atmosphere, the spectral symphonies of phantom pianos, the hushed murmurs of disembodied voices, the blood-curdling shrieks of nameless beasts. The air was kept relentlessly frigid and dense with artificial mist, designed to keep the visitors in a state of constant unease, their pulses hammering at an unrelenting pace. The hallways were infested with spectral apparitions, deceptions wrought by ingenious mirrors and calculated illumination. However, these meticulously constructed horrors were a mere prelude to the true terror. The genuine fear didn't commence until the dying light of day was snuffed out, and the house was swallowed by the menacing glow of the spectral moonlight. The staff and visitors began to witness inexplicable phenomena. Ethereal voices reverberated through the corridors, their whispered conversations growing more pronounced with the fall of each twilight. Objects began to animate on their own volition, manipulated by unseen spectral hands. Seats skidded across the floor, doors would slam shut with a deafening echo, lights would flicker in an eerie dance macabre, cold spots would spontaneously materialize, spots that frosted one's breath, spots that prickled the skin as if brushed by ghostly fingers. The hushed murmurs of fear from the guest became terrified screams. Invisible hands would yank at their clothing, hairs would bristle, eyes would up with primal terror. To their ultimate horror, some reported seeing shadowy figures darting in their peripheral vision, as if they were being surveilled by unseen beings. These shadows would dissolve when confronted with direct gaze, leaving the visitors teetering on the edge of their sanity. The house, formerly a place of contrived fear, seemed to pulsate with an existence of its own. The somber theory could it be that the intense dread invoked by the attraction, the cumulative terror of the guests, was seducing more than just thrill-seekers? Had the House of Horrors become a lighthouse for wandering spirits? Like spectral moths lured to an otherworldly blaze, these entities were drawn to the house, morphing the illusionary terror into a waking nightmare. As the days turned into nights, the fine line between reality and the supernatural blurred into oblivion. The house transformed into a sanctuary for ghost hunters, adrenaline junkies and doubters alike. Each arrived armed with their hypotheses, each left with a blood-curdling tale etched into their memories. The House of Horrors, once a mere stage for contrived terrors, evolved into a living, breathing monstrosity of horror. The House of Horrors, a place of make-believe dread, has now morphed into a real-life nightmare. The amusement park, once alive with laughter and joy, now breathes with the spectral whispers of the past. A place where euphoria and anticipation once set the air alight has been tragically transfigured into an eerie monument of times forgotten. This once effervescent playground, overflowing with life and resounding with delighted screams and childish giggles, has mutated into a chilling, ghostly stage that pulsates with the residual energies of a bygone era. It stands somber and abandoned, a haunting testament to the stories we've left behind and the memories we've etched. Each ride, every hidden nook, every forgotten ticket booth, they all seethe with bone-chilling tales. Stories that speak of spectral apparitions that freeze the blood and eerie occurrences that make the hairs on your neck stand on end. The merry-go-round, once filled with joyous laughter, now spins with an ethereal, unseen rider. The ghostly roller coaster thunders through its tracks without a living soul aboard, and the forsaken House of Horrors echoes with laughter that sends a chill straight to the marrow. Such chilling tales often lead to a question that looms heavily, like a dark cloud. Why, you may wonder, are spirits drawn to places of joy and merriment? Why do they choose to haunt places once filled with the festive scent of cotton candy and popcorn? Theories are plentiful, each darker and more disturbing than the previous. One chilling theory posits that spirits are magnetically attracted to the residual energy left by the intense emotions once experienced here. The terror, the joy, the anticipation, these emotions, these memories are imprinted on the very soul of the park. They seep into the rotting woodwork, the rusted iron, the peeling paint, and the gravel paths, leaving behind a spectral imprint. It is this haunting energy that stands as a beacon, summoning spirits from the beyond. Another dark theory suggests the concept of residual hauntings. These are not spirits with a purpose or consciousness, but rather echoes of traumatic or intense events, forever replaying in a never-ending loop. Trapped in a perpetual cycle, caught in a chilling replay of their final moments. Much like a broken record, these spectral scenes perform their macabre play, oblivious to the flow of time. As the sun descends and the amusement park is shrouded in silence, the shadows stretch and the spectral energy grows more potent. The once vibrant colours of the amusement park bleed into sombre hues of grey, and the laughter and joy are replaced by a funeral quiet. The haunting spectacle that unfolds is one of morbid beauty. In the fading light, the deserted rides cast horrifyingly long spectral shadows that lurch and shift in the gloaming. The once bustling food stalls now stand desolate, the aroma of popcorn and cotton candy replaced by the unsettling scent of decay. The ghostly carousel creaks slowly, its phantom horses frozen in a macabre dance. The phantom roller coaster roars through the night, its spectral passengers trapped in an eternal nightmare. In this horrific spectral stage, the echoes of the past are deafeningly loud. The residual energy that saturates the air is overpowering, infusing the park with a ghastly glow. It's a stark reminder of the power of emotions, the potency of memories, and the indomitable human spirit. As the moon ascends and the stars begin to speckle the night sky, the amusement park transforms into a spectral terror. A place where the line between the living and the dead is obliterated, where time is an illusion and the past, present and future coalesce into a nightmarish whole. As the sun sets and the amusement park sinks into further silence, one can't help but shudder at the thought. Are we truly alone on the unholy carousel, the phantom roller coaster and the accursed house of horrors? As we take our final steps away from the haunted amusement park, the echoes of the past linger, reverberating in the distance like a spectral symphony. The ghostly carousel, the phantom roller coaster, and the haunted house of horrors stand as chilling monuments of spectral energy, each one shrouded in an eerie aura of mystery and dread. Our journey has taken us through a realm where joy and horror intertwine, where laughter and screams bleed into one haunting melody. We've witnessed the chilling allure of the ghostly carousel, the terrifying thrill of the phantom roller coaster, and the blood-curdling terror of the haunted house of horrors. Each ride, a chilling testament to the spectral inhabitants, their stories etched into the very fabric of the park. We've delved into theories as to why spirits are drawn to such places of intense emotion, joy, and trauma. The residual energy, the emotional imprints, the echoes of past events replaying in an endless loop, all contribute to the haunting allure of this forsaken amusement park. The potency of human emotions and memories, forever imprinted in the park, serves as a beacon, drawing the spirits towards it. As we say our final farewell, the haunted amusement park continues to echo with the laughter, screams and whispers of its spectral inhabitants. It stands, a chilling monument to the past, a spectral stage that performs a macabre play of joy and horror, life and death, past and present. As we leave the spectral shadows behind, the haunted amusement park fades into the distance, but the echoes of its chilling tales continue to resonate, a haunting lullaby that will forever remind us of the spectral inhabitants of the ghostly carousel, the phantom roller coaster, and the haunted house of horrors. In our final farewell, we leave you with this thought. The next time you step into an amusement park, remember the spectral energy that may linger. Remember the echoes of joy, anticipation and terror that may have imprinted themselves on the rides and the surroundings. And remember, you may never truly be alone on the carousel, the roller coaster, or in the house of horrors. Before we part ways, we have a small request. If you have enjoyed this journey into the unknown, delving into the eerie echoes of the past and braving the spectral inhabitants of a haunted amusement park, please subscribe to our channel. Your support allows us to venture further into the realms of the unexplained and the supernatural. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found our exploration thrilling. It helps us know that our journey into the spectral world resonates with you. And we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Did you find the ghostly carousel as chilling as we did? Or maybe the phantom roller coaster sent shivers down your spine? Perhaps you have your own spectral tales to share. Thank you for joining us on this chilling adventure. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring. Remember, the world is full of mysteries, and we're here to unveil them, one haunted amusement park at a time.